Good morning, Michigan Ultimate Survivor League. It's James Seagraves here with Week 4's Monday Night Report. Just kind of waking up here. I have to work a little bit early, and I have an extreme injury to my back. So bear with me here. Won't be totally full of excitement, but I'll try my best. We had some issues this weekend. We will talk about those at the regular podcast. Today is just talking about what needs to happen in order for certain teams to win or lose on Monday night, which is the Seahawks versus the Lions in Seattle, aka the beatdown of the century. So we're going to start off with Big Daddy Master Bates. He's down by 25 points and has Matthew Stafford to go. He's probably going to lose. Straight Cash Homie, number 25 in the nation, is down by a staggering 80 points with Doug Baldwin to go. Just kidding. That's not going to happen. So something that could happen, farmersonly.com is up 65.13 to 45.83 over the Bone Collector, who has Jimmy Graham to go, which, 20 points for a tight end is rare, but not unheard of, especially when you're playing the Lions. So Bone Collector needs a big game from him. Speaking of big games, the Tallywhackers trail the Collector Kings by 18-ish points. They need Steven Hauschka to score 18 in order to defeat the Collector Kings, who were randomized, and the people will riot, I'm sure, because everyone bitched about the randomizer this week. Everything was screwed up because of the stupid London games. We'll talk about that tomorrow, believe me. Just fucking deal with it, people. Oh, my God. Sorry, I don't like to swear the F-bomb on these podcasts, but I'm so sick of people bitching about it. If you don't like it, you can leave. That's all I got to say. That's how it's set up. So then the number 13 seed, the Gamers, are down by 22 over Forgot About Dre Kirkpatrick. They have Jimmy Graham and the Seahawks defense to go, so they could easily come back and win that game. Seahawks, a lot of people got the Seahawks going. I think they're going to have a huge game tonight. Possibly a repeat of yesterday or last week where they blanked the Bears. All right, so here's a really interesting one. Live Long and Prosper is down by 9-ish points. They have Doug Baldwin and Jimmy Graham yet to go, whereas Manziel's Visors has Eric Ebron to go. So basically, they need Baldwin and Graham to outscore Ebron by about 9 points. Sandbaggers have won. Somerset Slammers have won. Donkey Punchers, they need Steven Hauschka and the Seattle defense to put up a combined 2 points. Yep, they're going to beat the Dublin Drunks, I'm pretty sure. And one of the games of the week, we have Detroit Jaw-Breaking Five-Finger Sucker Punchers, which is a longer name than Larry Weinberg led on last week. He left out one of those. He left out the term five-finger, by the way. He's down by 16 over Oviedo Honey Badgers. He has Doug Baldwin to go, which means if Doug Baldwin has a touchdown and a bunch of catches, he might win. Then we have Caitlyn Jenner's Mangina is down by 14. They need Steven Hauschka to score 14 points in order to come up and beat Tecumseh. Weichel Schnitzel needs Jimmy Graham to outscore Thomas Rawls by 14 points. So that's probably not going to happen, but you never know. Kazoo Crazies have beaten the Wiz. Nobody beats him unless your name's Kazoo. Beast Mode basically needs Golden Tate to make a catch to beat Lap Hogs. So that's good. DeWyans is going to need a 25-point performance by Amir Abdullah to beat Swanson Stinson. Probably not going to happen. Speaking of probably not going to happen, Car Ramrod probably not going to have Steven Hauschka outscore Eric Ebron by 29 points. That's definitely not happening. So Car Ramrod has lost to Team Bob Ames 2.0, the sequel. I'm calling it. That game, realistically, probably not going to happen either. The S's need Steven Hauschka to outscore Jimmy Graham and Seattle Seahawks by 14. Probably not going to happen. Sorry I farted. Need Steven Hauschka to basically kick a field goal. They're down by 3 points to Killer Miller. So that could definitely happen, especially since extra points are worth a 0.5 point now. Here's an interesting one. Cheatski, the number one team in the nation, is up by, they're up by 36 points. Not completely unsurmountable, though, as the Boggy Bottom Boys has Steven Hauschka and Seattle Seahawks to go, so they need 36 points combined by them. Probably not going to happen, but it's possible. The Apache Chiefs trail the Golden Taints by 17 points with Russell Wilson to go. That is a definite possibility. Roster Baiters have crushed. That team has won. That team has won. The Black Hole. Yep, you've won. I'm not even going to say it. And, here's an interesting one. New Orleans Rock Trucks lead the Providence Power, a.k.a. this guy's team, by a score of less 1.7 points, and Providence has Seattle to go. So you know how that's going to end. Providence gets its first win of the season. I'm calling it. That game's out of reach. That game's out of reach. Okay, so here we go. The interesting concept of the Night Kings. They trail the High Steppers by 27 points. They have Doug Baldwin, Jimmy Graham, Stephen Hauschka, and the Seattle Seahawks all to play today. So the Night Kings may go 2 in a row here is what I'm predicting. The Ypsilanti Pipsqueaks need 5 points from, or 4, yeah, we're going to say 5 points from Jimmy Graham to outscore Jerry's kids. Magic Mike Plate and his sweet randomization. See, randomizers don't always win, hookers. Needs Amir Abdullah to score 27 points in order to beat the California Coyotes. Coyotes, wherever you're from, you say it differently. Is that your final answer? Number 20, by the way, is that your final answer? My wife, thank you for representing. Needs Jimmy Graham and the Seattle Seahawks to outscore Doug Baldwin and Eric Ebron by 13 points. It's a possibility. Seahawks are probably going to put 40 up. 52 is the new Mike. 52 is the Mike, whatever. They lead Show Me Your TDs by 8 points. Or no, 10 points, sorry. So Doug Baldwin needs 10 points in order to defeat 52 is the Mike. And Squadrolls in a award for not paying attention who's starting and who's not needs Marshawn Lynch to sit on the bench and score 10 points and outscore Calvin Johnson by 10 by eating Skittles on the bench. So ignorant move there by Square Deal. Can't wait to see you tonight. Make fun of you for that. Marshawn Lynch is not playing, so I doubt that's going to happen. So Carp Carnival King, we're calling that. It's going to knock Squadrolls out of the top 25. And Texas Taco Benders, you've already lost. And Steve Garrity is going to have Jimmy Graham put the ball in your face like that. So that's it. That's the Monday Night Report. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I'm going to try to take a bunch of medicine and try to go to work. And tomorrow we will have a scheduled podcast for later in the evening. Who knows who will join up. Hopefully one of you guys who lost to a randomizer will come on so I can make fun of you for being such a little crybaby. So anyway, have a good evening and, enjoy this day. So, and then I got this guy to unveil. That's a sweet vintage Batman poster from 1973 I picked up at a yard sale down in Toledo. Love it. It'll be hanging up next time. All right. I'm out.